Hi, Tom from bkonutrition.com. A common question I get asked is how much working out or how much training do I need to be doing to get the body I want? And often clients, when I give them a new program, will ask me, is this enough to get the body that I want? Now, I want to put that into some perspective, because whenever I work with a new client, often is the case that they are not doing a lot of working out, they're not doing a lot of exercise. Some of the clients I work with are very busy business people who really haven't trained for a long time or have fallen out of the routine of training. And so when I give them a new plan, it's often a very small and reduced plan. If you were looking at it, you might think, oh, that's not very much. And case in point is this week I've taken on a couple of new females on my hybrid coaching program, and they asked me, is it enough to be doing 2 25-minute kettlebell workouts per week? Is that enough to get the body that I want? So the answer to that is, well, you're not doing anything at the moment. So having 2 25-minute kettlebell workouts will actually move you closer to the goal that you want to be getting to. The other consideration here is that many people, when they go into like a diet program or body transformation program, they often go for these like 6-week shred programs or rapid fat loss changes or another incredibly well titled program which will promise to deliver these results that they want very fast in a short space of time. The problem with those type of programs is they are focused around extreme behavior, such as very restrictive food practices or very extreme workouts. So like 4 a.m. cardio crew, the hours cardio twice a day people, or the massively intense HIIT sessions, which sort of crucify you into the ground. Those sorts of programs do get results. You do lose body fat and you do get into shape very, very quickly. However, they're built on extreme behavior, and you can't behave in an extreme way for a long period of time without suffering some sort of backlash. And a backlash does happen. For many people, they don't reach the end of the 6-week program. They get so frustrated and so tired of the sort of prison type environment that they're in that they just give up and go off. And some people who have got the mettle to stick out to the end of the 6 weeks, they do that. They take their own photos, they send them off to the coach so they can put them on their Instagram, and then promptly within 2 or 3 weeks they've gone back onto the diet they were doing beforehand. They reduce their exercise down because they can't handle that sort of extreme exercise, and lo and behold, they gain weight back very, very quickly. Now, I cover this in my book. It's the cycle, the ultimate problem, which is confusion, where you don't know what you're doing to be losing weight, and you don't know what to eat, don't know how to exercise. So then you come across a guru who says, do this for 6 weeks and you'll get in the shape. So you go into it, and that's the prison stage. And you're in prison for 6 weeks, or you break out before, what I call a prison break, go back on the diet and go back on the diet you were on before and not exercising, and that leads to frustration, and you're back where you started, where you've gained all the weight back again. You've wasted your money, you've wasted your time, and you're in a circle, an everlasting circle, where you're back into confusion, prison, frustration, and you keep going round and round again until you meet someone who shows you how to eat the food you like and get the body you want without extreme behavior. Now, that is what I do, but I'm not going to pitch my own products here. The problem is that people do look at their end goal, and they then want to get there really quickly. So they do work out a lot more than they should be doing, and they do restrict their food unnecessarily, and as a result they do fall off the wagon. Now, if this is you, if you've done this before, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. I've done this before I knew about nutrition, before I had nutrition education. I did all the zero carb stuff. I did the cardio at 5 a.m. in the morning. I got up early to go to the gym to do cardio. I went back to the gym late to do cardio, and this was all in an attempt to get ready for my shows. And that was an extreme behavior, was an extreme environment. And yes, I did gain all the weight back again afterwards once I'd reached the show, got the trophy, and come back again. The problem is that many people aren't looking to get ready for a competition or a show. What they're looking to do is to change their life for the long term, and to do that you need to be doing very small increments so you can build on the systems that you've created. The best results come from very, very small creations. So we start off small by adjusting the diet very slightly and adding in a couple of workouts that are on top of what you were doing before. So if you weren't working out at all before, just 1 or 2 workouts a week will be enough. If you were eating incredibly badly before, all we look to do is restrict calories very slightly so that we're eating less. Now, over time, you'll do more workouts because you'll like the workouts. It won't be very taxing for you to do that and add maybe an extra 10 minutes or add another workout in. And over time with your diet, what will happen is you become, as you see the results happen in the gym as well, you'll become more focused on the fact that, well, I'm doing all these things right, how about if I change a little bit more? And I'll change a little bit more. And as you go through, it's around about a 6-month process where this happens. It doesn't happen overnight, unfortunately. 12 weeks maybe you can get the systems there, but that is, I would say, the minimum amount of time that you would need. Normally when I work with clients, it's about 6 months before they see that complete change, that complete lifestyle switch. And what happens is they look back and they go, wow, I'm a completely different person. But because they've done these little 1-degree changes every day, every week, they've made positive votes towards this new lifestyle they want to lead. Because they've done that, they don't have to overthink it. Their brain doesn't get overloaded, their body doesn't get overloaded. And that is how people get the success and get long-term transformations. You'll often see people and they'll be completely different. You go, wow, what did you do? And they go, oh, I just ate what I want. And they make it sound very easy. But what they've done is they've done that over 6 months of transformation. It's never an overnight thing. If you meet anybody who's lost weight very, very quickly and very rapidly through one of these 6-week programs, I will guarantee that 90% of them have put it back on very, very quickly afterwards, because they just haven't set up the systems to support that type of behavior. Now, obviously, there are people that do, say, triathlons, are very fit people who do exercise a lot and they do eat very, very cleanly and maintain a very, very lean, toned, muscular physique. Those people are the absolute minority of people, and they're generally people whose focus on exercise is right at the top of their priority list. Now, although I'm very focused on exercising and fitness, and it is towards the top of my priority list, I also have my family, I also have my businesses, and a few other things that are right there at the top, which I feel are important. So when I was bodybuilding for a show and competing, then exercise was right at the top of my list there, and then it was family, business underneath that. And I wasn't even running my own business then, I was working for someone else, and I did that because all I had to do was go into work, do nothing all day apart from eat and answer the phone, and then go home again. So it's very low on my priority list to be successful doing that. And at the time I only had a girlfriend, so I wasn't really worried about like family, school, kids, that sort of thing. So it was very easy for me to be focused massively on my bodybuilding, and over the years that's become less of my focus, and now I just want to maintain a decent physique, run my businesses, provide for my family, and spend time with my family. So I don't get up at 4 a.m. do my cardio, I don't train for 2 hours a day, and I don't do all the other things that bodybuilders do, but I still maintain a decent body because I have built all those systems in the past that support it. So going to the gym regularly, being mindful of what I eat. I now don't do extreme stuff like I used to in bodybuilding. I eat pretty much whatever I want, but within my calorie levels. I do a little bit of kettlebell cardio twice a week to maintain my cardiovascular fitness. I walk a bit more. But all these things were built up over time. It didn't happen in 6 months. And that's what you've got to be thinking of. If you want to really make these long-term changes for life and have a better life, you're not going to do that in 6 weeks. You know, you might learn some sort of kickstarting program to get you right in the right mindset, but I can guarantee that if you don't do that thing for at least 12 weeks to 6 months, you won't be getting where you want to be long term. You'll always rebound back. So sorry if that's a bit of a doom and gloom type thing, but it's a bit of honesty, and I want you to be aware that if you are embarking on your own program for changing your body, you've got to be thinking about this long-term thing, this 6-month change rather than this 6-week thing that people seem to be promoting all the time. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, why don't you give it a like, and if you want to see more of my videos, why don't you subscribe, and that will get you notified whenever I post some more of my random ramblings on YouTube or in my podcast. Okay, thanks, have a great day, and I'll see you later. Cheers.